welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing my maternity photos, or I guess I should say even our maternity photos, because I do want Evan and Elani to be a part of it. When I was pregnant with Elani, Evan and I did the photos together by ourselves. We happened to be down at the beach with my grandparents, so we just did it while we were there by ourselves on the beach, and I figure we can just do them by ourselves this time around as well. It's a little bit harder with a toddler, so my brother's gonna come and help us, but we didn't really hire anyone. We're just going to take them on our own. If you can hear them, they are getting ready. And I'm about to do that as well. I started my makeup. I don't really share like beauty stuff, but this is what I'm using. It's a super affordable palette. I got it for free for my birthday years ago, and I used it for my friend's wedding and loved it. So I'll be using that again and just getting myself together. My dress is like cream and ivory, I would even say. I don't even know. It's not colorful. It's not like a fall dress. So I'm gonna do my makeup more bold, more fall colors, pinks, purples, those kinds of things. So that is what I'm working on right now, and I am always out of breath. So that is just life at this point. But if you want to see what we do to get ready to get our own maternity photos put together, then stick around and I will show you how we do that. This is the dress that I am wearing for the pictures. I got it a while ago on Vici, so I don't even think I can link it, but it's not a maternity dress, but I just thought it would look really pretty for the pictures. And then I actually have a dress that matches it really well for Elani. I'm gonna go grab it. You'll have to ignore our room. We recently had everything painted, so we're gonna have to put everything back together, but I wanna show you the dress that I had grabbed for Elani. I bought this dress a while ago on sale. Elani was still a baby, but I saw it. It's a 3T, 4T. It was on like a big clearance, and I grabbed it. I was like, there's something I'll use it for. And then I was like, wow, these colors actually match really well. I couldn't figure out what she would wear. And then I remembered I had this, and I'm really glad because, I mean, it's not perfect, but they coordinate really well, so I'm excited for her to wear that. We are almost ready to leave. I just wanted to show what I did with my makeup, which I don't think is going to show up very well on the camera, but I tried to do like deeper purple colors on my eyes, and then I went with the same kind of like purple tones on my lips. As I said, and as I showed, my dress doesn't really have much color in it, and it is the fall. So I did want to make sure my makeup at least had the deeper, darker tones. But I'm happy with the way it turned out. I have to quickly just throw up my hair. Luckily, it's like done, so I don't really have to do too much with it. And put on the dress, and we will be ready to go. I'm just bringing Elani's dress. I'm not gonna make her wear that in the car. And then we can change her into it and then be able to change her out of it so that she can run around and have fun while Evan and I finish up the photos. We have arrived at Valley Forge. We're here with my brother, so we're going to start looking for the places that we want to take the photos. Elani is dressed. I did not bring a bow, but I think she'll be all right. And we're going to go take some pictures. Are you ready? Elani, are you ready?
Let's go. Come on. Come on.
You'll get to see the train tracks. We have arrived at the train station. It is so pretty. So I think we'll start pictures somewhere around here and then work our way down. There are kids playing in the field right now. So maybe by the time we're done with pictures up here, they'll be done playing and we can take pictures down in the grass. But there are so many pretty places around here to take pictures. We have moved down from the train station and we're taking pictures down here. We've gotten a few good ones. We're really lucky that we have my brother to help. But we took some family ones and he was taking the pictures of those. So now we're gonna just move on to some pictures of me and Evan.
are done pictures. It is a lot later now. Well, I shouldn't say a lot later. It took us about an hour. We decided to start the pictures a little around 5 so that we got really good sunlight. And that worked out perfectly. I'm so excited to go through all the pictures that we got and share them with friends and family and everything like that. So we are all done and headed back to the car now. It definitely, since we wanted to involve Elani, it definitely helped having another person. I knew we would need another person, but it definitely helped. My brother was able to take some of the pictures. We just set up the camera exactly where we wanted it to be, and he was able to take some. And he also, just when Evan and I were focusing on the pictures of just the two of us, he was able to watch Elani. We made sure to bring water for her. We brought snacks. We brought a ball so that she could kick it around in the grass. And we gave her a snack right before we even started any pictures so that we already knew she was happy. So yeah, we just tried our best to be prepared. It's a lot different doing all of this with a 2-year-old. So just make sure they're not hungry. We changed her diaper right before we got here. Like, just set them up for success. We didn't really have to deal with a lot of tantrums or anything like that because she was dry, she was full, and she had something to play with when she wanted something to play with. So yeah, I think it all went really great. I'm completely out of breath. My brother's gonna go get the car and bring it down for us. Yeah, Uncle Ryan went to go get the car. What do you think, babe? You think it went well?
I think it went fantastic.
Yeah,
actually.
we're really happy. So, it is past, well, not past Elani's bedtime, but we are like quickly approaching her bedtime. So I'm actually really happy that she's doing so well. But yeah, we gotta get everyone fed, and get home. We are home and settled. We have fed Elani, we fed ourselves. I'm sure the lighting's terrible, but as I said, like, this is a ladder. Like, our room is not set up yet. But yeah, I'm really excited how everything went. So I kind of just figured I would kind of go through what our process was, because we did this the first time when I was pregnant with Elani, and I feel like this time went so much better. So one of the things that I think was really important was knowing the poses that we wanted to do, which was easy enough to find on Pinterest. I searched for maternity photos and I pinned the ones that I definitely wanted to make sure we did. I'm doing the same for newborn photos as well, because we'll just do our own newborn photos in the hospital. So I want to make sure that I have those ahead of time. We didn't really do that with Elani, and we didn't really end up buying the hospital ones. I wasn't really in love with them. So this time around, that is something that like I'm planning ahead for. But back to the maternity photos. So I made sure that I pinned poses that I knew I definitely wanted to do. We had a bit of a snafu because I knew what Elani and I were wearing, and I asked Evan over the weekend if he had like a white button-up shirt. And through miscommunication, like, I meant a short sleeve button up. For some reason, I thought he had one, and he thought I meant a long sleeve button up because the weather has been cooler. So that would make sense. But I thought it would be weird, since Elani was in like straps and I was in straps, for him to be like fully in long sleeves. So we ended up not doing white for him, but I still think it turned out just fine. But I would definitely say solidify what you want to wear all the way down to shoes. I honestly was just wearing black flip-flops because I knew that my dress would be long enough, and when I wanted a full picture and my feet would be showing, I was just barefoot. There just wasn't a pair of shoes that I felt I had that worked for this dress, and it wasn't worth buying because it was a longer dress. And the location was something that we searched for. We got lucky because it was actually the first place we looked, and we were like, yes, this is it. So we went at the time that I knew I wanted to take the photos, which was before the sunset. I knew as we were taking the photos, the sun would be setting and the lighting would be great. So we visited the place during that time to make sure that the lighting would be right for the photos, and it was. So I definitely recommend not only just knowing exactly where you want to take the pictures ahead of time, but making sure that at the time that you're going to be taking the photos, that is the lighting that you want for your photos. And again, for me, I thought it was best to take a little bit before and during the sunset, and that turned out great. I also was diligent to make sure that Elani napped well. I know obviously that can't always go well. Normally we don't have issues with her nap, and we didn't this time. So that was good, and that worked out in our favor. As I said before, we brought snacks, we brought water, we brought toys. We just made sure to give her breaks in between. If she was done, then she was done, and we just moved on to a different kind of photo until she was able to play and ready to come back for more photos. We didn't try to push her through. We made sure we had enough time, and we just focused on photos between myself and Evan, or just photos of myself while she was playing with my brother. And honestly, I took a nap too as well. I made sure to take a nap. Stuff like this can get a little stressful or frustrating if things aren't going as well. And I mean, for us, it did go really, really well, but I did want to make sure I took a nap and I rested and I was up for all of this. And I think that really helped. We were running late. My brother was already waiting for us when we got there. And that's probably something that would have normally like stressed me out, that we were running late and not getting out of the house in time. But I feel like because I got that time to relax and get some sleep, it wasn't as big of a deal as it would have been if I was tired or cranky or any of that kind of stuff. If you are also pregnant and watching this, it's important to take care of yourself as well. So make sure that you are your best self for something like this, because as much as it's a fun thing, it can be a lot. And so you want to make sure that you're up for it as well. I would say, honestly, maybe the one thing that we were like, oh, we should have done that, was we focused a lot on the pictures of like me and my belly in different locations. But when it came to taking the pictures of us together, like as a family, or just me and Evan, we didn't really take them in different locations. Like I took different locations with Elani, but Evan did not really get in as many pictures. And I mean, he was taking a good amount of them, but it would have been also nice to have different angles and different locations for the pictures that Evan was in. I'm so happy with how all of this turned out. I will link my camera below, but I definitely think there are better cameras out there, and we actually have our eye on one. So I'll link that one as well. Even though I haven't used it, I've just seen really great reviews, and it's the next one that we are planning on getting. So if this is something that you're interested in, I'll make sure to have both of those cameras linked. If you would like to see the pictures and how they turn out and everything, make sure you're following me over on Instagram. If you are not yet subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up so that I know what kinds of videos I should be making on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.